Hey guys, how y'all doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Y'all, here we go again. Here we go again. Let me just say this. Two police officers in St. Louis came upon a man shot. hmm So when they got there, they see that he was shot. They was just looking at him like, oh damn, he got shot? Like, I ain't being bothered with this shit. They walked the off. Okay? They walked the off and left him down there. You can still hear the man breathing. They walked the off because they didn't want to take the call. What is going on, y'all? Please, somebody tell me what is in the body in the comments. Please tell me what the hell is going on. This is just so wrong on all levels. Like, I just can't believe it. How you, as a, some police get a bad name because of, you know, police officers like this. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, I got police officers in my family, and I know they ain't doing no crap like this. You know what I'm saying? How could you walk the off when you see a whole man shot and he's still breathing because you don't want to take the call? This is just way too far. This is just going way too far. Like, for real, it's just going way too far. And it's going to keep continuing happening because they're not letting the police officers take accountability, on what they do. You understand? So it's gonna keep on. So I don't know who could change this law, but it needs to be changed because they really need to be held accountable. It's just really sad, and it keep happening to black and brown. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's like it's never gonna stop. I don't know what's gonna make it stop. Only way I really think that it will stop if black and brown really shake it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about shake it up for real. Like, let them know, like, that weight ain't gonna take it no more because this is just too much. You know what I'm saying? It's way too much. But anyway, y'all, let's get it because I'm about to read it because this is just getting me pissed the hell off. Even though I ain't feeling good, every time I turn around, some old cop did some old bull, and then the first thing they say is, we're going to do more training for the officer. Man, listen, they should have been trained when they got the job, man. Get up out of here with that. We ain't trying to hear none of that. Body cam shows St. Louis officer walked off from the man shot, still breathing, in Forest Park. This is just so freaking disgusting. I just get so tired of this shit. Okay. First alarm for investigation had obtained body cameras footage showing two St. Louis Metropolitan Police officers walk away from a still breathing victim of pow wounds to the head. I'm gonna ask this question. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be, offensive to any race or anything like that. But what could be in your mind as a Caucasian person that you don't have empathy for a person in that type of state of mind, that you really just can just walk the F off and don't even care. Like, I'm not understand how they're built. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not normal. I mean, I'm not saying all, white people do that, but a lot do. And I really would like to get into their head to know what makes you so heartless. towards an individual. Listen, we bleed just like you bleed. It's not a different color or none of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's so hurtful for us to keep hearing this over and over and over and over again. I don't know. But anyway, let's finish reading because this is just so crazy, man. Oh my God. They said the police walked away from a still breathing victim of a pow wound to the head because they did not want to take the call. How about giving your badge up and your gun and go sit down somewhere? Matter of fact, take 3 seats back. How about that? The footage contained the body camera video of several responding officers throughout their response in the incident. Law enforcement experts said the interaction of the first 2 officers is a stark contrast to the action of the others on scene. First Alert 4 is choosing to name only the officers accused of reckless disregard by the state. It is. It's just, yes, it's disregard. It's like, how could you? Do you have a heart? You know what I'm saying? When you take that oath to be a police officer to save lives, like, they giving y'all too much, leadway to where you can say, you know what? I don't feel like, helping this person. I don't feel like helping that person. That is freaking crazy, y'all. Okay, here we go. The footage showed September the 10th, 2023, shows the response by former St. Louis Metropolitan Police officers Austin Frazier and Ty Warren to a 911 call placed by, I don't even know that word, Rodriguez Rivera, saying he planned to take his own life. For First Alert 4 investigators found the case of Warren and Frazier. This falls through a routine search of administration hearing Commissioner Fallon. A report open records request filed in October for body cameras footage from the incident was fulfilled on December 18th. Warren's body camera records the incident. Frazier did not. Thought the reason is unclear. At 6:26 p.m. on the date Rivera took his life, the officer discovered him beneath a tree on the east side of Forest Park, still breathing with a pow wound to the head. Warren can be heard telling Frazier that Rodriguez is still alive and that they need to transport him. We need to take this. Then Warren tells his partner, Frazier replied that they would not take the call because the shift ended in 30 minutes. So, you would have got off the clock in 30 minutes. So, you see a whole man that's been shot in the head, and you like, yeah, let somebody else get him because we about to be out. I want to go home. This is so unethical. I don't know what to say. This is disgusting. The officer had left Rivera with a gunshot wound and still breathing beneath the tree. Neither officer called for medical help. The for the victim or tried to render any first aid. Neither officer reported to dispatch that the victim was discovered. Nothing on Warren's body Nothing on Warren's body camera video showed either of the officers tried to secure a firearm used by Rivera. His his death was determined to be suicide, but the gun was never found. Wait, y'all. Wait, y'all. Wait, y'all. How in the hell did he shoot himself in the head and there's no gun? Gotta pop my collar for this. Wait a minute. No gun. So right now, I'm thinking, allegedly, did they shoot him? That's why they didn't report it. Did they shoot him? Don't let me jump the gun, y'all. I'm just saying. When the other police got there, there was no weapon there. So how in the hell did he shoot himself in the head? Now, what they want to tell us now? What they want to tell us now? That this gun, this pow pow, sorry, I keep saying that word, I gotta say pow pow. That this pow pow happened to have wings and just flew away. That you want us to believe that. What? Why is people playing in our face like this? This is disgusting. Let me finish. Mitch McCord, a spokesman for the SLMPD, said in a statement that the firearm is listed as stolen, and the investigation is ongoing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, this How in the hell did you come to that conclusion that the gun, the pow pow, sorry, I keep saying that the pow pow was stolen? So somebody just happened to walk by the brother on the ground that's been pow powed in the head and said, "Oh, that's a gun. Let me just take this gun right now." That's not, you know what? I don't believe that. You know why? Being that a person, allegedly did that to themselves, you don't want that peace because you don't want this to come back to you, to implicate that you did this to this man, to Rivera. And another thing, the first two police officers that was there, did they see a gun? Lordy be, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, let's finish. Let's finish this because I don't know what to say right now. Okay, let me see where I was at. As the officer walked away from the dying man, Fraser said to Warren, "They're gonna find out, and we're gonna be like, oh, you found him." The two officers can be heard laughing on the body camera audio. The two officers drove. The two officers drove through several cities, states, and returned. They arrived just before another officer does. In the officer's body cam footage, Frazier and Warren can can be seen looking for the victim they had walked away from minutes earlier. It was about 6:34 p.m. when the officer arrived, about 8 minutes after Warren and Frazier responded, left and returned. The third officer then spotted Rivera and immediately notified dispatch that then made a priority request for EMS to come to the scene for a person still breathing with a pow wound to the head. Now, see what I'm saying? Now, if these two jacks would have called the police, did their job. I'm not saying call the police, I'm sorry. Call the ambulance. They look how long it been. These guys left and came on back. That they thought it was so damn funny. They thought it was funny that a man got pow in the head. What, like I said before, I would love to get into their heads to see how cruel, what make you so different? Like, cause this different, y'all. Like, it's like they heartless. No empathy, no nothing. That you can sit there and just walk the off and leave a whole person there that's breathing. You didn't even have the decency to call EMS, to do anything. Other officers also arrived shortly after they taped off the scene. One officer checked Rivera for a pulse and found one, which he described as super weak. As that officer searched the area for a pow, another officer tried to render first aid. At 6:38 p.m., an officer body camera shows Warren and Frazier walking to their police cruiser and leaving the scene for a second time. At least two other officers mentioned it. Oh yeah, they getting tired of his ass. They getting tired of his ass. Oh yeah, they getting tired of his ass. I don't know. No, hold on. I'll skip one. They said the other officer left for the second time. Another officer spoke about it. You know what? You, Warren, and Frazier just left. One of the officers said it says in the body audio, why? Asked the other. They want to know what's going on. I don't know, he replied. Another officer said he was going to out the of Frazier for leaving the active scene at 6:38. You can't just leave, the officer said to his colleague while in a police cruiser. EMS arrived at the scene at 6:53 p.m. and transported Rodriguez to the hospital. Then within 27 minutes after Warren and Dunn behind Frazier arrived the first time, and 40 minutes after the victim made the initial call 911. You hear that? 40 freaking minutes. Let's go through the timeline. Y'all, I don't know. Excuse me. I need some liquor, nigga. It got me messed up, even though I don't drink. The timeline from the body camera video states discriminatory documents. 6:13. Rodriguez Rivera made the 911 call. Warren and Frazier arrived at Forest Park and found Rivera, but left him. 6:34. The third officer arrived, 6:38. Warren and Frazier leaves the scene again, this time after other officers arrived on the scene. 6:53, EMS arrived and transported Rivera to the hospital where he was pronounced deceased. Rivera later passed away at the hospital. The St. Louis medical examiner office determined the death as suicide by pow to the head. It was later discovered he left a note and paid his share of the rest of the year rent before taking his own life. The action of the other officers faced disciplinary action and more details about Rivera's life and what led to his suicide, as it includes the first alert for investigation in death report, reckless disregard, published in November. Warren's peace officer license has been revoked through the disciplinary process. A disciplinary hearing, Frazier case is set for Tuesday. Both was fired. About damn time. Both was fired from the department after police administration found the footage during a routine review body camera recording. The two individuals are no longer employed by the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department, agency spokesman McCoy said in a statement, which we are unable to comment as specific personal matters. The SLMPD holds its officers to the highest of standards. Appreciative discipline action will be taken if any officer is found to have violated policies. Rodriguez's mother, who lived in Puerto Rico, expressed disbelief at what First Alert 4 report had revealed. In a text message in Spanish, she described the officer's action as a lack of humanity. That is so true. I hope the full weight of the law falls on those who so-called police officers. Warren and Frazier have not returned our multiple attempts to contact them for comments. Of course, they're not going to contact you back. Are you dumb? They're definitely not going to do that. What job? They fired them. This is disgusting. Like, for real. How? How did you do this? You are a heartless. And you know what's so sad about this here? These men here probably have a whole family, got children. So, I'm just saying allegedly. If they have children and then they acted in this manner of a man that was pow in his head. And I'm just saying this here. I'm just saying allegedly. You didn't find that piece. So you didn't find the pow. So who's to say he pow himself in the head? And let me just say this here. I don't care nothing about no damn note that was left. Where the hell is the gun? Okay? Frazier, what stupid name is? Frazier and Warren, they got that gun. They got that gun. They need to, allegedly, test the gun that he got pow with and see what kind of gun it was. You understand what I'm saying? Because I do not believe this man Pow Pow himself under a tree. And there is no weapon there. No weapon. All right, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments. Do you think he Pow Pow himself, or did Warren and Frazier did some old sneaky stuff? Now see, Warren and Frazier, like I said before, go sit down. Because see, what you did was heartless. And you will be judged at the end of this. So like I said, go sit down, and matter of fact, take the receipts back, because we don't even want to be dealing with you no more. Maybe listen, y'all already know another office, another damn police department or whatever. They'll probably hire these fools again. But anyway, y'all, I'ma go hit that like button and subscribe. Wait, hold on, y'all. Y'all want to see a picture? Let me see if I can get a picture, y'all, before I go in there. What the hell wrong with me? Let me try to get a picture. I ain't even see the picture, y'all. Oh, they don't have a picture. Oh, yes, they do. I just see it. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I forgot. Yes, he did. Yes, sir. Yes, he did. This is the two demons and Rivera. Okay, that's the two demons and then Rivera. Yeah, those are the two demons and Rivera. Alright, y'all. Hit that like button and subscribe. Y'all, if y'all can just hit that like to make my videos go, you know what I'm saying? I'm a small YouTuber, y'all know that. So if y'all just hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking for any money or nothing like that. Can you please just hit the like button for me, please? I'm begging you, please, you know, to help, to help it go around, because, like I said, I'm a small YouTuber and I'm still learning, what I have to learn. Can y'all please just hit that like button? If not, hit the dislike button, but hit some of them button, okay? Hit some of them button. Okay, y'all. Peace, y'all.
Alert 4 Investigate shows the moments two former St. Louis cops walked away from a man they'd found in Forest Park. He was shot in the head, but still alive. The officers never tried to help, call for backup, or make sure that other people were safe. Complaints filed against them by the Attorney General's office, calling what they did an act of vileness and depravity. It's a case that we first told you back in November. Now, our chief investigative reporter, Lauren Traeger, is showing us the video tonight that's never been seen publicly. And we do want to warn you, some of what you may see and hear may be disturbing. 5 seconds is the time it takes for two officers to find what they've been called to look for.
Damn, you're right there. Somebody right there. Swear to God. No, he ain't dead. He alive.
September 10th, 2023, still sunny in Forest Park at 6:20 p.m. A man lying on the ground, shot, but still breathing.
You should have told me. I don't know.
That's now former SLMPD officer Austin Frazier. He is not wearing a camera. It's his partner, Ty Warrens, that is rolling. Together, they make a decision.
We got to take this motherfucker down. We ain't taking this shit like that. Let's cruise around and come back.
A minute and 10 seconds on scene, changing lives forever. Laughing as they walk away from a person and the public who needed them to protect and serve.
It's disgusting. It's really disgusting.
Former St. Louis County Chief Tim Fitch, now a police consultant, had been appalled when we'd first shown him disciplinary complaint documents filed by Missouri's Attorney General, which accuse Warren and Frazier of what the state calls a, quote, reckless disregard for the safety of the public and another person. And now we've shown Fitch the officer's body camera videos obtained through a public records request.
Certainly, it's even more disturbing just watching the video.
St. Louis police had been called to Forest Park after a call from a person who said they were going to take their own life. Later learning it was 29-year-old Urayuan Rodriguez Rivera. Disciplinary complaint documents say Frazier and Warren arrived on scene and located the man lying under a tree, shot in the head. Neither attempted to render any assistance, neither requested medical assistance, and neither, complaint documents say, attempted to locate a firearm.
Let's cruise around and come back.
Instead, they simply leave, and Warren turns off his camera. But about 10 minutes later, they come back to Forest Park and pretend they hadn't already been there.
522 priority.
Go ahead.
Have EMS respond for one subject, not conscious but breathing, barely.
A third responding officer immediately calls in the scene,
Yeah, he's snoring.
assessing the wounds. The man's breathing so agonizing, it's like a gasping for air.
Where's the gun at?
That third officer immediately notices something isn't right.
You got a gun? Can't see one.
As others arrive, they know to secure the perimeter.
Hey, start it way up there and do the whole thing.
Throughout several officers' body camera videos, you see them putting up yellow crime scene tape,
Priority with privacy curtains. We're in a very exposed area of Forest Park.
calling to block the victim from view in the busy park and keep others away.
Got a pulse still?
They follow protocol and attempt to help,
Super weak, but I feel it.
even when they know it's bad.
There's not much we can do. Yeah, we're going. They still got a pulse.
So those officers did their jobs, and they do their jobs well.
Guy down there by the tree, yeah, gunshot wound through and through, labored breathing.
EMS officials take Urayuwan to the hospital, but he does not survive.
You've got to wonder if they would have done something right then and there, could he have survived? Certainly when you turn your back and walk away, the chances of that person surviving is going down dramatically by the second.
To you, is it just so wrong on its face?
Yes, absolutely. That's not how most officers would respond to a call like that.
In fact, Fitch says he can think of only one thing.
I think it's just pure laziness is what it was.
On video this time, Warren and Frazier walk away again, leaving their fellow officers to handle it now.
You know, it's up. Warren and Frazier just left.
Why?
I don't know.
Nearly every officer acknowledges the obvious. How is it a suicide with no gun?
ECU is here, so he probably already has the gun.
Nope, no gun. Gun's gone.
I mean, gun's gone.
The gun is gone. So he could have shot himself, so they came over and took his shit.
I mean,
It wouldn't shock me. Maybe somebody dumped him. You never know. I mean, St. Louis.
Unless somebody picked it up and chucked it somewhere.
Ultimately, the case was ruled a suicide. Urayuwan had a history of suicidal ideations and had left notes of intent. Still, Fitch says it's very concerning that to this day, no one knows where that gun is, possibly left unsecured by Frazier and Warren.
That's something that they should have done and they didn't do.
Did they endanger the safety of other people?
Quite possibly, by not securing that firearm. And they certainly could have endangered the life of the individual.
St. Louis police declined to provide an interview for this story, saying they cannot comment on specific personnel matters, but writing that, quote, appropriate disciplinary action will be taken if an officer is found to have violated policies. Urayuwan's mother lives in Puerto Rico. She cannot believe what our reports have been revealing, telling us in a text message it was a, quote, lack of humanity, saying more, quote, I hope the full weight of the law falls on these so-called police officers. The state has sought to discipline their peace officer licenses, and Fitch says a lawsuit is possible, but criminal charges, he says, are very unlikely.
They just didn't act at all, which is certainly shameful, but criminal, probably not.
No, you ain't did. You left.
It is the body camera video, which we should appreciate, Fitch says. The video that told the whole story. Video that's there to protect the officers and also the public.
A supervisor reviewing the body camera video was the one that discovered that it wasn't handled properly and did initiate an investigation. And that's the way it's supposed to work.
That video telling us what truly happened,
Let's cruise around and come back.
capturing what otherwise was concealed, the inactions of two officers. Now, regarding that missing gun, police tell us their investigation into the stolen firearm remains ongoing, and they are actively monitoring their database to see if it is being used in any crimes. To date, there have been no hits to that database.